Celine, Logan, hey, congratulations on your new film, Caddo Lake.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Gig.
It is always mysterious to watch these type of films because you don't know what you're actually going to get in, and that's what you actually delivered. But tell us where the original idea actually came from for Caddo Lake.
So May 2020, we're not doing anything, obviously, and I see a photo of this lake on Reddit, and
Yeah.
it was stunning, and it was arresting, and it felt like really, it felt different. So we borrowed my mom's car from Pittsburgh, and we drove down to Texas, and we lived off the lake for a couple months and wrote the first draft of this screenplay.
Yeah.
The lake delivered. The photo was, it was a promise, and the lake was a million times what the photo promised.
It's amazing is because the lake you centered the story around the lake, and the lake itself is a character. Can you tell us how you transformed the lake as a character throughout this entire film? What was it? Was it like creative location scouting around all? Was it all at the lake? In
Yeah.
fact,
Yeah, no, yeah, we shot on the Texas and Louisiana, and the lake is so vast. There's these beautiful locations that, feel quite different in so many respects, because there's all these intricate mazes and pathways through the water. So living off of it for the first few months when we wrote the first draft of the script, we got to know a lot of the local people. We do all these boat tours out there.
Or kayaking where we get lost on our own.
Yeah, so there was a lot of like initial location scouting on just our part when we were writing it, and we'd find, like a bridge, a half hour out in the middle of nowhere on the lake, and like this is this beautiful, inherently cinematic bridge, and we'd write it into the story. Yeah.
And so we totally screwed production because they were like, now
Yeah.
we have to go 40 minutes out on a boat to go film this bridge that you found one day.
Yeah.
The one location that is in the lake that's not in the lake is when the lake is completely dry, and that is a different lake that was very close by
Yeah.
that looked just like Caddo, but everything else was filmed on Caddo Lake.
Hmm.
now what are the challenges of filming at Caddo Lake? Because I've talked to many directors about filming in like swamplands, but there's shadows and trees and water and everything. I can't imagine this was going to be easy.
No, it's
We had a lot of fun. At
yeah.
least we had a great crew. We had a ton of fun.
Yeah, no, some of these locations you have to take really small boats because of the pathway. So it means just a couple of crew on each boat, limited equipment. It was like bare essentials.
Is there a dog on your lap?
No, it's actually a cat over here.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
oh, cat. Hi.
So there were yeah, no, there were a lot of challenges with some of the locations, like just how muddy they would all get with crew and cast, walking through and churning it up all the time. But to, everyone's credit, everyone was so down. We're really grateful for how much effort everybody put into making it happen.
Absolutely. And I have to credit that it is an amazing story, but how did you pull it off filming two parallel stories with different characters in the same setting? I mean that is quite an achievement. I I mean I probably have to create like a Venn diagram or something to keep track of everything.
We did. We had lots of charts.
Yeah.
We really like making charts. We had a ton of charts. But yeah, no, the one thing that really separates them is that Dylan's takes place more toward the fall, and Ellie's takes place more in the summer. So you can tell by the leaves. So that was actually really helpful for us.
Yeah, we tried, as much as we could. We filmed it within a certain, time period, but it was, got lucky with the film gods. But you have to really account for all these things like weather and, rain and cloudy versus sun when you're dealing with such an intricate timeline.
Was lighting and colorization part of this to set the different moods of your timelines too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, color
color.
helped a lot.
Yeah, in making sure that Paris had a specific color and Ellie leaned more in a different direction, kind of like scene to scene.
Most excellent. Well, Celine, Logan, this is a fascinating film. I mean, I was so enthralled. I wanted to know. I couldn't figure it out, halfway watching it. I had to watch it all the way to the end to figure it out. So thank you very much for speaking to us about Caddo Lake and to prove it that this is a cat. So,
Oh, little cat, it's so cute. Hello. Aw, wish I had
so
a cat in my lap.
Thanks so much,
Great
Gig.
meeting you, Gig.